Hey guys, welcome back to another polygel nail design set. I'm smiling so hard because I love this set. It was so pretty and I was sad to see it go because I got so many compliments on it. Now, growing up, we was taught that red was a forbidden color. Stay away from it. It's for like whores and prostitutes. But as I became an adult, I realized red is just a very sexy, vibrant color, and I love how the color red. I love how it looks on me. It's very, very pretty. Absolutely love it. But I love this set. And honestly, the inspo behind this set came from this set, which was another set I did earlier in the year with the whole ombre gradient look, and that's what I was going for. All right, so getting into my steps, there I just went ahead and put a little peel off base coat on after my prep and all of that good stuff was out of the way. Okay, so this color here is the color Pretty from To Be Glam. Here I'm showing you guys to push that polygel from the back of the tube. One, it pushes that air bubble up out of the center of that tube. And two, it prevents your bottles from bursting open in the back. Like back when I first started, I used to pop so many tubes open, just squeezing from the middle. So go ahead and push that poly gel from the back, and that will push that air bubble up to the surface. All right, so this color is a very, very pretty. In fact, there we go. Look at that. The color is pretty and the name is pretty. But this color was so pretty. I think I used this one time before. Reason being is because this poly gel do cure a bit on the softer side, and I typically do not like to use soft curing poly gels on my nail bed. I like to just use the ones I like, the ones that cure pretty hard. That way I know I won't have no issues when it come down to the nail coming up off my nail or breaking or crumbling or whatever the case may be. But anyway, went ahead, let's put that on there. I'm going to push that poly gel to the side. Now, I do not file in between my color blocking, and so I do my very best to make sure the lines are super straight and crisp. It is a bit time consuming and very tedious trying to get all of those colors to match up and line up on every finger, but it's very worth it in the end. So there I'm just cleaning up that extra poly gel. Here's another tip for you guys. Polygel or product sticks to the nail plate. It do not stick to your skin. So make sure you leave that extra space around that cuticle area. Make sure there's no product on the finger or it will definitely lift and pop off at some point. So make sure it is stuck to the natural nail and the natural nail only. This color is from a landfill. Now, what I do is, this is how I got these colors. So every polygel that I get, I do swatch them and put them on this, the rings, on the swatch sticks on the ring. And so I pulled out all of the red shades that was in order on that ring. And that's how these colors came about. Now, I'll show you guys a little later where I kind of messed up the order with the colors, but it all worked out. All right, so putting that little poly gel on there, making sure it's connected to the color Pretty. Now, here's another tip for you guys. I personally like to make sure my brush is a little drier when working around that cuticle area. So for me, it's just always been a fear if I use too much slip or too much alcohol around that cuticle area that it's just going to cause problem in the end. So I definitely like to make sure my brush is clean and a little more dry than it would be if I wasn't working around the cuticle. Go ahead and pull that over to a slant. I believe I scoped these down to like the size, the length 4 on this form for this color. I actually need some new forms because I kind of want to go longer, but I can't find no longer forms yet. But okay, gave those a cure. Now this is the color Red. It is from Macart and it is from their Neon Kit. I have said this many of times. I am not a fan of Macart Polygel, but their Neon Kit is my favorite kit from them, and it is one of my favorite neon kits as a whole because a lot of the colors from this particular kit I don't have in any other brand, and so that is why this kit stay in my top when it comes down to neon colors. There I realized I just need to add a little tiny bit more before I get started. Now see, all of this little stuff here I usually try to cut out to keep you guys attention, and so that's why a lot of times the videos just seem so choppy because me refilling the cap or having to add a little bit more, I tend to take that stuff out. But I kind of wanted to leave everything in here for this video just so you can see that whole process. Now, it did take me about 3 hours when it came down to application for this set. Again, very time consuming and tedious, but it was definitely worth it. Everybody is getting a quick little cure. Now, this polygel here, on my swatch stick, I just call it ATAC. Every polygel get like a little nickname, but I love this polygel. Now, I always said it in any video I do encapsulate, the clear is my thing. But I love this red one here. It's like a jelly or jam consistency. And I just love the texture when working with it. It's like, it's not gooey or sticky or anything like that. It's very easy to use. It's just you can feel the difference between that brand and some other polygels. But same thing, putting that little polygel on there, pushing it on there, doing my best to make sure all my lines are even, smashing it down, doing whatever I need to do to get that polygel on there. Let's see here. See all of this little stuff here I could have just took out. But let me say a few thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Especially to you new subscribers. I so appreciate you guys. My channel is growing every day, and I thank you guys for that. Alright, this polygel here is from Gershon. Now, Gershon haven't made kits in years. Back when I first started or when Gershon was popping, Gershon was definitely in my top. Like, I prefer them over Macart, and I just love Gershon. I haven't used it in a long time, so I haven't used this in like 3 years. I used it for this set and realized Gershon is sticky. Like, I don't know why it was in my top back in the day, but they was definitely sticky. And I'm telling you, they was just as sticky as Macart. So I don't really know why I was running around here saying, get Gershon, Gershon, Gershon. It was definitely sticky. Like, it was getting stuck in my brush and everything. So it was a bit annoying. But at this point in my journey, I can use any polygel that you give me. So, yeah. Alright, so as you can see, those colors are definitely starting to give that gradient ombre effect. Let me say this too, because when I did this set before and I called it a ombre, they was like pissed off in those comments. It is not an ombre, da da da, bop, bop, bop. So listen, any set I do, I'm going to call it what I want to call it. If you don't like what I call it, I am sorry to hear that, but this will always be a ombre method that I prefer. If you don't like me calling it ombre, I'm sorry, but yeah. Alright, so this color here is from Bo Ann. This is a newer kit for me. When did I get this kit? I think I got this kit maybe like 2 months ago or something like that. This color here was very, very pretty. It was like a deep red, very, very pretty. But this polygel itself was one of a softer consistency. It wasn't real runny and stuff, but it was definitely a little soft and loose. More Than always said, it is my favorite. I love this brand. In fact, out of all the colors, this one was just like the easiest one to use. Like, no, you know what? Landfo was easy too, so I'm going to give them to like a neck to neck. But it was very easy to use. And the only reason I'm going to put Landfo before this one because Landfo cured more or cured better than this one. Here's another tip. The darker the polygel or the opaque the polygel, the harder it is to cure it. It will need a longer cure time. So don't feel like you can't use dark colors. I was talking to somebody about that. Don't feel like you can't use dark colors because they are hard to cure. You just may need to cure them a little bit longer. And definitely invest in a full-size lamp. Those little mini lamps that come in kits and stuff, they are horrible. They trash. Get a full-size lamp. Now, you don't got to go out and buy a expensive name brand lamp. The little $20, $30 ones work fine. But definitely invest in a high wattage lamp. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove it. And they wasn't too bad. As you can see, the only two colors that didn't cure was Born Pretty, which was one that cured on the softer side. And then that, what brand was that? The darkest one I used at the end. I can't even remember which one that was from. Which I don't know, but whatever that darkest one was that Bowen? I don't know, but whatever the darkest one was, those two was the two that didn't cure. But go ahead and just clean it up on the underside. I already know what to expect when I remove those forms. The thing is, I'm just always so shocked to see which colors actually cured and which ones actually did not. All right, go ahead and wipe them bad boys off. Now, they were sticky, of course, but they did bleed a lot. And so I had to do a real good scrub down for these because, baby, every time I wiped, I just felt like that red was just coming off on this paper towel. And so I just had to keep wiping and wiping. And even still, like I had to put my little finger down to make sure I got all of that red up off of there. But here's how they look after application. A hot ass mess, but let's turn these into something super pretty. There we go. Sorry, don't have any filing. But I was contemplating on if I should go matte or if I should do gloss. But of course, gloss one. Just look how pretty they are. All right, so let's go ahead and put that top coat on. Actually, I have a comment coming up, and she pretty much said your fingers look fake at the end, but love this set. So now let me explain this to you guys. My hands are like a raisin. So when I work or when I do my application in my nail room, I keep the temperature cold. So in the wintertime, I open the window. Summertime, I have the AC on. I keep the temperature cold because the colder the temperature, the stiffer the polygel. And being that I do a lot of color blocking, I want the polygel to be stiff. Now, when I take my photos and videos and stuff, that is the next day. I take all the pictures and stuff for the most part the next day because I like that natural sunlight. And so I take those photos in my daughter's room who get a lot of sun through one of her windows. And so it's not that my hands are fake because I used to get this a whole lot. It's just that when I'm cold, my hands shrivel up, but when I'm warm, my body temperature is normal. They aren't as wrinkled as they are. And so, yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain that. I'm not trying to trick nobody or doing no stunt doubles when it comes down to nails. These are my same hands. It's just the lighting is different and the temperature is different. But all right, so go ahead, put all those cute little rhinestones on there. Again, the red was like so sexy, and then I just had to put some bling on there just to take it to the next level. And I love this set. I loved it so much. So for the pointer and pinky, for just the pointer and pinky, put the little 3-piece on there. And then for the thumb, I went in with the same charm that I used on that ring finger and middle finger. These were so pretty, and if I could find these exact charms in other colors, I would. But put those on there, do a little rhinestone on there. Gave that a cure. I'm sure I cured it for 30 seconds. And here is the nails after. Absolutely beautiful. Love them. Definitely would do them again. But I did want you guys to kind of pay attention to this clip that's coming in so that way you can see which video she said looked fake. So there is my hands in my nail room. And these are the photos and stuff I take the next day with that sunlight. And so this was the video that she was saying that my hands look fake on. But you can clearly see they are still very much wrinkled, just that my body temperature is different. And so, and the light is different, so it give off different effects. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. You know, I love and appreciate you guys for that. And without y'all, I would not have a channel. So thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. Enjoy your holiday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share this video. And you guys know I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.